The Calgary Exhibition and Stampede Youth Talent Contest preliminaries presented by the Calgary Exhibition and Stampede, the Calgary Herald, CFCN Radio 1060, and CFCN Television. And now, your host for this evening, Ron Buckshot Bard.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was really very nice. Welcome to our first in a series of 3 youth talent shows that we're going to present for you. I think you'll really enjoy, I know you'll really enjoy the talent that we have for you tonight. But before we get to that, I want to introduce my co-host for this evening. Let's have a big hand for Benny the Bear. Oh, well.
Hey, you want to give me a hand here, Buckshot, please?
What do you call
You got
here?
it? There we go. That's just the extra added touch of class. I thought with our nice
Talk
outfits
about
and
class,
everything.
that tuxedo is incredible.
Hey, do you like
is
that?
Great.
Isn't that
really,
a dandy?
Really good. Well, I think we're about ready. It's as classy as it's going to get, I guess.
I think so, except for one thing.
What's that?
Your hat. I think it doesn't quite
The
go...
hat's gotta go?
Yeah, I don't think it goes with the rest of the outfit.
Well, okay, let's just put that there with the rest of the classy things.
Good thing those candles aren't lit.
And why don't we get right on to our very first act, Ben?
All right. First off, we have Byron Lutz, who writes his own songs. He's been playing guitar and singing for about the past 6 years.
Okay.
And he's going to sing a song that he wrote called "We're Gonna Give Her Tonight."
Welcome, Byron.
Shoes and kick off the blues. It's not as bad as you think. We're here to say that it's really okay, so you can wash those blues down the sink. Just think of the good times, think of the fine times, and you'll be doing alright. Grin and we'll laugh again, 'cause we're gonna give her tonight. The friends are here and we'll give you a beer to lighten up your load. You feel like hell, but it's just as well, 'cause you'll forget about what you've been told. We'll try to ease up some of that pain. We'll say there now, you'll get through it somehow, but it just might not be the same. Just think of the good times, think of the fine times, and you'll be doing alright. Put on a grin and we'll laugh again, 'cause we're gonna give her tonight. Well, come on, we're gonna give her tonight. We're gonna straighten it out. We're gonna set things right, and you will stand up to the problems you face and put them back in their place. Just think of the good times.
Thank you, Byron. Good stuff is right. Byron goes to the Henry Wisewood School, and as a matter of fact, our next performer goes to the Henry Wisewood School, and they obviously develop very talented people in that school, and we're pleased as anything to have them with us. Next young lady is going to do a song from the show Chorus Line, and it's called Nothing. Would you please welcome Pam Evans?
Well, my name is Diana Morales. I didn't change my name because I figured ethnic was in, you know? And for as long as I can remember, I wanted to be in show business. I mean, I was so excited because I was going to go to the High School of Performing Arts. I mean, I was dying to be a serious actress. Anyway, it's the first day of acting class, and we're in the auditorium, and our teacher, Mr. Karp, puts us up on stage with our legs around everybody, one in back of the other, and he says, okay, we're going to do improvisations. Now, you're on a bobsled, and it's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day for a week we would try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week we would try to hear the wind rush, feel the chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried, and everybody's going whoosh, whoosh. I feel the snow, I feel the cold, I feel the air. And Mr. Karp turns to me and he says, okay, Morales, what do you feel? And I said, nothing. I'm feeling nothing. And he said, nothing could get a girl transferred. They all felt something, but I felt nothing, except the feeling that this bullshit was absurd. But I said to myself, hey, it's only the first week. Maybe it's genetics. They don't have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more advanced, and we had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Karp, he would say, very good, except Morales, try Morales, all alone. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. And the kids yelled nothing. They called me nothing. And Karp allowed it, which really makes me burn. They were so helpful. They called me hopeless until I really didn't know where else to turn. And Karp kept saying, Morales, I think you should transfer to Girls High. You'll never be an actress, never. Jesus Christ! Went to church, praying Santa Maria, send me guidance on my knees. Went to church, praying Santa Maria, help me feel it, pretty please. And a voice right down from the bottom of my soul came up through the top of my head. And a voice right down from the bottom of my soul, here is what it said. This man is nothing, this course is nothing. If you want something, go find another class. And when you find one, you'll be an actress. And I assure you that's what finally came to pass. 6 months later I had heard that Karp had died. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul and cried, 'cause I felt nothing.
Thank you, Pam. Pam Evans. She was telling us that she'd like to pursue a career in production and choreography and that kind of thing, and I think she could do well. How about a message, and then we'll be right back with more talent.
All right, all right. Next on our show, we have a couple of dancers.
Yes, we sure do. And they are Alison DeWall and Lisa Luciani.
And they're going to dance the Highland Swing.
They surely are. So let's watch that. Hit it.
Now when the pipes are ringing and the kilts are swinging and your heart is singing as you gaily march along, you can hear the story that is brave and roary in the tunes of glory of an old Scots song. If you're standing near them and you ever hear them, you will want to cheer them as you feel the glory there, because the rhythm fills you and the drum beat fills you and the music thrills you up the old black bear. Brave are the honours we carry before us, brave are the hearts that will lift in the chorus. Hear them sing, hear them sing, that's the story in the tunes of glory. When the pipes are ringing and the kilts are swinging and your heart is singing as you gaily march along, you can hear the story that is brave and roary in the tunes of glory of an old Scots song. Brave are the honours we carry before us, brave are the hearts that will lift in the chorus. Hear them playing, hear them sing, that's the story in the tunes of glory. When the pipes are ringing and the kilts are swinging and your heart is singing as you gaily march along, you can hear the story that is brave and roary in the tunes of glory of an old Scots song. Brave are the honours we carry before us, brave are the hearts that will lift in the chorus. Hear them playing, hear them sing, that's the story in the tunes of glory. If you're standing near them and you ever hear them, you will want to cheer them as you feel the glory there, because the rhythm fills you and the drum beat fills you and the music thrills you up the old black bear. Brave are the honours we carry before us, brave are the hearts that will lift in the chorus. Hear them playing, hear them sing, and that's the story in the tunes of glory. When the pipes are ringing and the kilts are singing, that's the music of the old black bear.
Thank you. Terrific stuff. Isn't this fun, Heidi?
Sure is.
This is Heidi Keeber with us, and she's with the Howdy Folks group, and they're very involved in Stampede time and other special times like that. Tell me, Heidi, what kind of things do you do now?
Well, we work at the Stampede as hospitality, in-park hospitality, and we greet people and we let them know where things are, different points in the park.
So there's generally going to be somebody from your group on each of the gates when they come in, is that the idea?
Yes, we'll be stationed throughout the park.
And then somebody walking around, like in case somebody got lost or needed information about any particular thing, then you guys are there to help.
Well, we're there to help for everything and anything.
Okay. So obviously the people will be dressed with their white hats on and the red
Yes, they
scarves.
sure will
and,
be.
And everybody will know who you are and that kind of thing by the time it's Stampede time. Do you also work other things other than Stampede week, or 10 days, I should say?
We've worked at the Roundup Rodeo and at Rodeo Royale also.
And at certain talent programs and things like that. They've been helping us, as a matter of fact, making people feel welcome here and getting them all settled down and that kind of thing. Okay, thank you very much, Heidi, for dropping by and the help. We really do appreciate it. Let's get back to Mr. Bear, and he will introduce the next act.
All right, thank you, Buckshot. Karen Larson is 15 years old and in grade 9 in Strathmore. And she's going to play a Leroy Anderson composition on the piano for us right now called Plink, Plank, Plunk. Here's Karen Larson.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. We've had the pleasure of entertaining the folks that you've seen around the studio and that kind of thing for the last little while, and we took on a little tour of the station from the performer's view. So let's look at that.
Let's do that.
This was the first time I'd ever been to a TV station. It wasn't anything like I expected. The first thing I noticed was the tower. It was gigantic. I was really excited to see where the talent show was going to be. Hi, could you tell me the way to the studio, please?
Straight through the doors.
Thank you. Well, it all seemed simple, but this place was kind of complicated, and I managed to get lost. This is where they record and play back all the TV shows we see at home. It's really incredible. It's amazing how many rooms this place has. Before I came, I thought there was just one room, but here I was in another room called the production room. This is where all the programs are directed. All of the TV screens show the director what's going on in the studio. It's really neat, but very complicated.
At the piano.
Everyone was pretty busy that day. Nobody had much time to talk. I always thought the studio was like you saw on TV programs. You know, a small place with a table or desk and maybe a plant. But was I surprised?
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, an exciting new band, Traitor.
Do you remember when you were young and your life was full of fun? Dreams of heroes inside your head from fairy tales before your bed. Do you remember the good times you had when everything was easy to understand? Now you're sitting at your desk, and all you want is a little rest from the pressures of good and bad. And all you want to do is go back to what you had. As you got older, you couldn't find love, and it was getting harder to rely on anyone. All you have left is childhood dreams, building of fantasies and dreaming fantasies. pretty girl and your world turns black. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Trader! All right.
There you go, man.
Good stuff, good stuff. That was an original composition, by the way.
It certainly was. Appreciate it, guys. Very good. I think that you will agree with me that the talent tonight was really, really very good.
You
I
bet.
enjoyed
We
it.
got 2 more shows like this coming up.
Yes, one next Sunday and the week after.
That's right, as part of the Calgary Stampede Youth Talent Contest.
It's a lot of fun. We hope that you'll be able to join us at that time, as a matter of fact. And these people, of course, have been involved in talent shows and that all around this part of the country.
That's
So
right, sponsored by schools and service clubs, church groups, malls, civic clubs, just about anything, you know.
Yeah.
And if you out there would like to hold a preliminary youth talent contest, just contact the Calgary Exhibition and Stampede for more information. They'll tell you what to do. And we should mention also that the Calgary Stampede Youth Talent Contest is co-sponsored by CFCN Radio,
Yes.
CFCN Television,
Yes.
and the Calgary Herald, and of course the Calgary Stampede Board.
Yes, and as I said, it's been a lot of fun being involved with these young people. It's nice that we can get out there and help promote this talent.
You
and that
bet
kind
it
of
is.
thing. The bottom line, of course, of all of these competitions is the Stampede time when some of these people will be performing down at the grounds.
That's right, I think it's the last 4 days of Stampede, but we'll give you more information on our next 2 shows that we got coming up in this
So
series.
do plan on joining us next Sunday, will you? And thank you, everybody here. Thank you to our studio audience. We do appreciate you folks coming
Certainly
by.
do.
And we'll see you next Sunday. Bye-bye now.
Bye, everybody.